The Crypto Markets Update is presented by Grayscale, the world's largest digital currency asset manager.
Let's check in on Bitcoin again. Okay, so the CoinDesk Bitcoin price XBX index is currently still trading at over $50,000. And the CoinDesk Ether price, ETX index, is trading at over $3,300. The DFX, CoinDesk's DeFi index, is trading at $729. So what is the catalyst for this Bitcoin and broader crypto market rally? Joining us now to discuss is Rachel Lin, founder and CEO of derivatives decentralized exchange SynFutures. Welcome, Rachel.
Hi, everyone. Hi. Thanks for having me. Hi.
So, Rachel, let's just address the elephant in the room. What's going on? Why did Bitcoin finally go over $50,000 for the first time in 3 months?
Sure. I think for one thing is what we just now addressed, the overall macro markets, and with the expectation that the Fed easing might continue. That's one of the largest catalysts. And the other things that if you look at the news over the weekend or last week, you have Coinbase also ranking top in their download apps right now, and seeing PayPal UK also extending the crypto services to the retails as an indicators that newcomers might be growing interest in the space. I think one very interested indication that for all the professional traders to see is the futures markets and the funding market. If you look at the BTC futures market, it has growing, the outstanding open interest has growing from 11 billions after the May crash to right now about 17 billion. US dollars, while at the same time, the funding rates of the BTC futures stay very low. It's less than 5%. What does it mean is that people are not borrowing money and adding leverage to buy up the Bitcoin. This is very different from the May high, but instead it indicates that lots of newcomers and interest in the sports. That might be the reasons that behind the rise of the Bitcoins, and more healthy market is right now on the way. Yeah, thank you.
So Rachel, we're seeing some on occasions, like such as this weekend, as we discussed at the beginning of the show, large amounts of purchases using stablecoins. Obviously, they're doing these at like $200–300 million at a clip. Who's doing that kind of buying? Where is that buying coming from? What's its source? And besides just it's institutional, but what kind of institutions? If it's not retail, who are the? Are they family offices? Are they financial institutions? Who are they? Do we know anything?
Yeah, we saw both family office, financial institution, but bear in mind that lots of financial institutions is acting on behalf of their clients. And what we see from the market here in Asia is that lots of family offices and high net worth individuals are getting very much interested in the Bitcoin space and the crypto space. So they do find ways to buy into the crypto, and they do, delegate to some of the institutions to buy for them. So ultimately, I think that one of the largest flow came from the interests of the family office and high net worth individuals. Yeah. And the other thing that to look at is, of course, lots of the financial institutions, they themselves haven't been allowed to buy Bitcoin themselves as a prop trader and a prop trading. That would require lots of approval from the internal risk managed financial institutions, and it would happen, but we haven't seen lots of such large amount of approval happening in the space.
Rachel, you just mentioned Asia. I'm curious if you have just what your guess is about what regions are driving this latest growth. Do you think it's a lot of this is coming from Asia, or if it's coming from the US or some other part of the world?
It would be both. From the Asia space is more familiar with. You could see that the crypto is gaining lots of interest with the rise of some Axie Infinities and some of the GameFi, and it amplifies itself, and it's kind of educational process for lots of retailers here in Asia. And secondly, with China's cracking down on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency back in May, lots of people actually paused their purchase. But 2-3 months pass, and people are starting to coming back to the markets with the rise of the Bitcoins.